imagine life without them. Our politics, our society, our business, what else? Our party, our the way we party at home, or what else? Even our, even our private life. Like I want to be alone at home today, but then don't disturb me. Yes, don't disturb me today because I have some, I want to be all alone. Even in that privacy, maybe there is music. Okay, maybe there is this FM, or there is this TV channel behind me. Okay, so maybe there is some kind of music there because I want to be with the music, right? So mass media are important because they surround us, they are all around us, like the air we breathe. So if the mass media are so important, we want to know if the mass media are doing the right thing for us, doing good for us, right? If they are like the air we breathe, we want to know if the air has the quality. Okay, if the air is without dust, without pollution. Okay, we want to make sure. You got my point. So there is a public concern. It has been there ever since the media came. Ever since the media came in the forms we know today, like the books came. There was, I don't think there was much of a reaction about the books when they came. When the newspapers came, maybe 400 something years ago, people started talking about the consequences of the newspapers. They were worried if the newspapers were doing the right thing, because when the newspaper said something, people believed. Okay, they trusted the newspapers fully, 100%, which means the newspapers were criticized as creating a mob psychology. What is a mob? You go to if you are waiting in line at a petrol pump. Okay, you are waiting in line at a petrol pump, and suddenly you see somebody has not followed the rule there. There is a rule that you have to be in line, you have to wait, and for your turn. So there is a rule. So somebody breaks the rule, and then somebody else in the crowd says, "No, that's not the right thing to do. That's wrong." And then somebody pelts a stone. What would you do? Or somebody uses foul words. Okay, then so many other people will follow and use foul words. Maybe they start pelting stones. Maybe they say, this is not the right thing you're doing. We have been waiting for so many hours too. And then, why did you allow that person to go and fill his tank? Okay. So what is that reaction? That is a mob reaction. That is a mob psychology. You understand my point? So the newspapers, if they said something, people followed. Okay. So there was a concern very early on when the media came about in the history of development of media. Newspapers were criticized for instigating, for inviting, for promoting this mob psychology, mob behavior. In fact, you have, I believe you have come across some theories of the media. Hypodermic needle theory, you've heard of it? Hypodermic needle theory. This theory says the media gives the message, and then it's like what? Magic bullet. Okay, it's also called magic bullet. It's like a magic bullet. You shoot somebody with the message, the bullet, and the person falls. Okay, to the magic of the bullet. You got my point? So the magic bullet theory says people blindly believe in the media messages. Now that's not true. But then that early on, hypodermic needle theory believed that, and then people also took the media as something that could poison the minds of the masses. That was a public concern. That was a grave, grave public concern. If the air can, if the air, polluted air can affect our health, my respiratory system, okay, or if it can, affect us, right? The media can affect our intellectual health, actually intellectual health, because they would be giving us. So there was this public concern. You understand my point? To allay the public concern, to do away, to answer the public concern, people started doing research long ago. A criminologist, as I, that's what I have figured out, and I have given that maybe in the notes also. I'm not sure. That there was a, first there was a criminologist who started collecting the media clippings, the newspaper clippings, and then started looking at the impact, the effects. So it was the earliest form of research done not by media researcher. In fact, media research, mass communication research is very new. It's only, how many years did I say? 70, 80, less than 80 years, okay? Because, 70, 75, I don't know. It's not even a century work. Whereas the research in other fields has been around for longer than media research. Media research is a very new field, okay? In comparison with research in other fields. So to wrap up, we said media are important because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasons. Now we are saying people were concerned about the effects of the media. Okay, they were concerned. The public concern was, their media might be, polluted. Media might be polluted, and the polluted media messages might have been impacting our intellectual health. You understand my point? So to allay, to do away with that concern, to answer that public concern, people started doing media research. Okay, that's one reason. Another reason, now suddenly your newspaper, people in Biratnagar are not buying your newspaper. That's what you discovered. That's what you found out, because you have been selling your newspaper to Biratnagar. Okay, and suddenly you realize people are not, no longer buying your newspaper. What do? You try to figure out why. Why are not people choosing to stay with my newspaper? Why are they canceling the subscription? Okay, so if you have a television, okay, if you have this TGIF, so you want to know, the answer to why something is going wrong with your media. So my point is, the second important reason why people need media research is this: they want practical answers. They want practical answers to the questions about the media. They have questions about the media, right? What are the questions? Okay, your circulation is decreasing, your readership is decreasing, your viewership is decreasing, right? Or something, some other problem. Maybe there is a lot of competition. Yesterday there was no internet and your paper was doing great. Now there is internet and nobody is, they are canceling subscription. What do? So you also join the internet crowd. So people watch you on the net. Okay? So how do you know what you should do? You do the research. Why do you do the research? The second reason. One reason you do the research is to answer the public concern. The second reason you do the research is you want practical answers. Okay? You have problems. You want answers to you want solutions. You want solutions to your practical problems. What does that mean? Can you give me one example? Solutions to practical problem. So, what did I say? Like, what are the two reasons that help us, necessitate, that need we do media research, that require, that demand we do media research? What are two reasons that I just said? One is to answer public concern, another you say.
Why we?
So you are not with us. You are not listening. What are? That is so easy. First is there is widespread public concern about what the media are doing to us, and another thing, another is the solution to the problems that we have with the media. Okay, and the third important reason why we do media research is to have theories, to generate theories. We want theories about the media. We want to know, just for its own sake. Knowing for its own sake. What is that? Knowing for its own sake. You want to know something for its own sake. So you want theories. That means you want theories. You want to, do violent TV shows, make our children violent. If that is the question, how do you know? The question is, do violent TV shows make our children violent? Do they make our children violent? Or because they see violence on TV, violence, it's not, I don't like violence because I see too much of violence on TV already. So I am not going to be violent in real life. Okay? So if you happen to see a lot of violence on TV, or if the children happen to see a lot of violence on TV, are they going to be violent in real life? How do you know? How do you know? You say, yeah. We don't know. We need to know. If we want to know, we need to do some research. Only research can tell us for sure whether the TV violence is, making the children violent. Okay? So the third important reason we need to do research is this. What is that? We need theories. Even without any need to allay the public fear or concern, without any need to answer our practical problems or give solutions to our practical problems, we need to know what they are, what they do to us, what we do with them. We need to have a guide, we need theories. Like we have a theory, we have a mental map. After this class, I'll go to Ratna Park. How do I go? I know there are so many different ways to go there, but I have not seen one particular, I have never walked this road. But I have a theory in my mind that if I go west from here, this is my theory in my head. If I go west from here, whichever route I choose, ultimately it takes me to Ratna Park. Okay? So what is that? We need theories. So we need theories about the media. What do the media do? What we do with the media? So these theories. So these are three major reasons why we need to do media research.